One News Day continues here on One News Now. I'm Riza Diaz. Senator Robin Padilla hopes for a favorable feedback after handling his charter change report. The details in this report by Men Los Baños.
Senator Robin Padilla has finished drafting his committee report on constitutional amendments to the 1987 Charter. He's now hoping for a favorable feedback from his fellow senators.
Sana po, mga mahal kong seniors and contemporaries, sana po basahin lang po. Kahit na po, yun lang, masaya na po ako doon pag binasa po ninyo yung report.
The committee report stated the need to amend the Constitution to accelerate economic growth and allow foreign direct investments to flourish. This can be done by removing certain restrictive provisions. The committee hopes to amend 7 economic provisions wherein foreign entities and businesses will be allowed to own land, schools, mass media, and advertising. It will also pave the way for foreigners to own and operate public utilities, as well as explore, develop, and utilize natural resources. The committee is also proposing to allow foreign entities to acquire private lands not exceeding 1,000 square meters in area. It also allows foreign-owned corporations to acquire rural private lands not exceeding 5 hectares in area. As safeguard against possible abuses, the phrase "unless otherwise provided by law" has been inserted. Padilla also continues to push for Constituent Assembly to be the mode of charter change since it's cheaper compared to Constitutional Convention, which would entail a 57 billion peso budget. The report also pushes for the House of Representatives and Senate to vote separately in amending the Constitution. The Senate session is on break until May 7. Padilla admits the odds are against him. He needs 9 signatures to be able to hand out to the plenary the report and have senators interpolate on it. However, only 4 of them from the PDP Laban Party are sure to sign the Chacha report. These are Senators Bato de la Rosa, Bongo, and Francis Tolentino.
Hindi po nawawala yung frustration. Kasi nag-aral ako. Opo, at hindi ko tinulugan. Ganun po talaga. Siyempre, may konting kalungkutan.
However, Padilla says he's not giving up on Chacha. The senator is bent on filing another Chacha bill in the next Congress if the current measure fails to get the nod of the upper chamber.
Kailangan naman po dito sa ating laban na ito, tuloy-tuloy, progressive. Siguro po, maaring sa susunod na taon, uulitin po natin ito. Baka sakali, iba na po ang ihip ng hangin. Ito na, no?
Reporting for News 5, Mean Los Baños, we are One News.
Padilla's party mate, Senator Bato de la Rosa, however, seems to have thrown in the towel on the Chacha bill. Speaking to 1PH, De La Rosa said it's likely that only senators from PDP Laban will sign the report. He did say, though, that he respects the stance of his fellow lawmakers on charter change.
Tatlo lang kayong pipirma, hindi mo kakukuha ng camper. So wala talaga tayong asahan dyan. Hindi yan nauusad.
Meanwhile, De La Rosa continues to shrug off the International Criminal Court's investigation into the Duterte drug war. De La Rosa, who was police chief during the period, remains confident that the probe will lead to nothing. But if worse comes to worst, Senator Bato de la Rosa says he is ready for any eventuality with the help of Senator Francis Tolentino, who will serve as his lawyer.
Hindi siya nagkukuha sa ating bansa. So bakit ko pa sila harapin kung whatever yung gusto nilang ipapaharap sa akin? Extreme situations. Halimbawa, pabiyahe ako, papunta ako sa isang lugar, very loyal to the ICC. Kung may palapasan kayo ng warrant of arrest, so this is the time na tatawagan ko si Tol.
We'll be back with more stories after the break. Keep it here on One News. You're still watching One News Now. I'm Riza Diaz. Nursing undergrads may soon be allowed to go on field work with a new curriculum being pushed in colleges and universities. Camille Samonte with a story.
The COVID-19 pandemic has worsened the country's current shortage of nurses. With this, the Commission on Higher Education is proposing a new curriculum, which will allow undergraduate nursing students to work already. Under the proposed BS nursing curriculum with exit credentials, a first-year nursing student would be allowed to work as a nursing aide or assistant. For those in second year, they would receive a diploma to be nursing associate, community health nurse, or associate maternal and child nurse.
That means if we run this program, in 1 to 2 years, we have additional nursing manpower, which can already be employed in our health facilities. Because the need for help for nursing professionals is not all nursing graduates. There are intermediate individual credentials that can be used.
De Vera also said this was already discussed with President Bongbong Marcos as well as the private sector, and that hospitals have expressed interest to coordinate with universities and colleges. He added that CHED is also working on the flexible short-term masteral program to address the lack of instructors in nursing and medical schools.
It's difficult to recruit qualified professors to teach nursing programs. So a lot of the qualified professors are already teaching in other nursing schools.
The lifting of moratorium on new nursing schools also helped close the gap on the demand for nurses. According to CHED, there are over 600,000 licensed Filipino nurses in the Philippines. Of this number, half is working abroad and only about nearly 28% work in the country. 19% work in other industries.
We have to provide information on the vacancies and permanent positions in public-private health sectors based on gaps, so that if they know what is the direction for them to work, we can convince them to go there. We can harness the associations, the Philippine Nursing Association. We can harness the schools because these are alumni of schools. And we direct the interested qualified nurses to jobs that are available.
The government is also looking into allowing non-board passers nursing graduates to work in the healthcare field. For News 5, Camille Samonte, we are One News.
Let's now take a quick look at today's other top stories. The Justice Department claims that the Degamo Slay case is 99% solved after authorities caught one of the alleged masterminds in the killing. Details on the arrest and other developments will be made public next week. Most coastal areas in Oriental Mindoro are now under a state of calamity following the massive oil spill from the tanker that sank off Nauhan. The declaration excludes Puerto Galera after its local government insisted that the slick hasn't reached them yet. And Pope Francis will be discharged from the Gemelli Hospital today after a successful antibiotic treatment for bronchitis. The pontiff baptized a child and visited the children's cancer and neurosurgery wards after his hospital stay. And those are the top stories of the hour. Join us later at 10:45 in the morning as we continue to monitor the day's biggest stories. I'm Riza Diaz. We are One News.